What's up, everybody? Welcome to my 2024 Team Kastaplast in the bag. Super excited to show you guys what I've been throwing this year. I'm about ready to get out on tour here. Not hitting many tour stops, but you know, hitting the little Midwest A tier schedule. But this is what I'm going to be throwing on all those Midwest A tiers. Start with my putters. I got K3 Recos right now. These I've been loving all of last season. I putt with softer plastic to begin with, and this K3 plastic, I mean, it's just absolute money. It's exactly what I want out of a putter plastic. And then it's got a nice nice feel, nice slim profile, and a little micro bead. And so that's something I'm used to. I got the oranges in the bag right now. But if you watched my unboxing, I've just been switching throughout all the colors. So these will only be in the bag for a little bit more before I switch to another color. And then I got an old white one that I was putting with most of last season, just for jump putts, anything that I'm going more than probably 100 feet or so is how far I'd have to go back to bring this out, or maybe like a really low ceiling and need some extra glide. That is what I'm putting with. Next up, go to the One Speeds, the Kastaplast specialty. I have two Bergs in the bag, one Berg X. So I got this K3 Hard Adrian Chevalier signed Berg. I don't know who that guy is, but he, you know, thanks, shout out, signing my Berg. This one, so yeah, this one's flippy. It'll flip pretty fast and then get to a point and then just stop flipping and die. And so I like it for those backhand, just really straight to maybe a little right movement, and then a forehand that little like escape shot forehand type stuff. Then I got K1 Glow. This is just bog standard Berg. Gonna put it flat and it's gonna go straight. I can count on this every time. And then lastly, Berg X. I mean, this is pretty much a staple already in my bag. I mean, I throw this thing all over the place. Mainly forehands. It feels really good for forehands. I like it a lot more than the regular Berg. I'll almost never throw a regular K1 Glow on a forehand, but the Berg X does pretty much everything I want it to do. So great disc, real stable, nice and dumpy. Next up, got a nice little mid-range lineup. Kind of lower speed mid-ranges, not really true mid-ranges, but my first non-casted disc I got in the bag is Tactics. Got two of these. Tactic is typically a stable disc, but I use it just for straight shots, and even this pink one I've had in the bag for 2.5, 3 years maybe. Definitely one of my longest tenured. This thing I just put on hyzer, it'll flip up and give a little turn at the end. Great disc. And then I got 3 yarns. 2 of them are my Adrian Chevalier 2024 Kastaplast yarns. These right now, these don't fly any different, but this black one I'm just gonna be beating in so it can fit in between. This one, nice and puddled in all around the rim. Had this one in the bag for a decent amount of last year and have just been bending it back in shape all over the place. So this is nice, and it's got a lot less finish. I can put it on a backhand, I can just put it flat, it'll have a little nice right movement, and then it'll fade. And then ideally this black one will go right in between, and this pink one can stay nice and stable. Next up, oh, I forgot about my only throwing Reco in the bag, K3 Hard Reco. I'll use this for anywhere in between in between a Berg and a Tactic. It's a pretty straight right now, so I can put it on, I can manipulate this thing a lot. You know, if I want to make it turn, I can throw it pretty hard. If I want to keep it soft and straight, maybe like for a little low ceiling scoocher or something, can throw it softer and it'll still have some integrity to it. Next up, my only mid-range in the bag, I got a K3 Hard Sfea. Big fan of this thing. I almost only use it for just backhand hyzer flips from about there to about there. And that's what it does. And I use it for forehand rollers in the woods. Anytime I want to step out, put it on Annie, and it'll just hit flat and go right. It's pretty much like throwing a backhand hyzer from a straddle out stance, and it is very nice. I highly recommend that everybody learns that shot because it is more useful than you can imagine. Next up, got my fairways. First up, I got my 3 T-birds. These are kind of for that in-between slot. This one, pretty flippy, had in the bag for probably just as long as my tactic. Then I got pink one. This is just straight, nice straight fairway. And then I got a AJ World Champion T-bird that is a little more stable, not necessarily super beef, but it's stable and it gets the job done. Next up, I got my 9 speeds, whole stack of them. First up, got a Folk. This is just roller disc, very understable, 170, so a little lighter than the rest of my bag. Give it a little more understability. We'll use that for a lot of the same shots as my Svea that I just want to go a little farther. Next, got one of 3 lots, the only regular K1. This is just when I want a little farther than my T-bird, but I don't want. I want it to turn a decent amount. This is a pretty understable Stokely one, not quite as much as my lots, but this is just a nice flip up hyzer flip disc. Next up, 2 Joey Buckets K1 hard lots I got in the bag. These I got my name on one to keep them differentiated. So this one is a little less stable. This one's a little more stable. I'll use these for nice flat to hyzer shots, slight flip up, slight turn. They have a decent amount of integrity. I can smash on them pretty hard. I also use them for little flip up forehands. So put it on a decent amount of hyzer and it'll pop up a bit, or I can put it flat and it'll turn it a little bit. I'm a big fan of the lots for forehands. I don't see too many other people doing that, but I do it all the time. Lastly, I only got 1 stall in the bag, unfortunately. I had an orange stall that was in my last in the bag that I was beating up for the entire year, and then I lost it, although it wasn't beating up at all. The stall has a profile that's just like, it hits trees and it just doesn't want to do anything. Like, it doesn't go up or down. So these things are real hard to beat in. So this one I just had in the bag. Anything overstable, forehand, backhand, I'm busting this thing out all the time. There's nothing too special, but I mean, this is a slot you need pretty much every course, so this is a must-have. Lastly, got 4 distance drivers. First one, I got a prototype Crute in the bag. I got 3 of these from Kasta, and they fly way more stable than the Luke Sampson run of K1 hard Crutes. And if you have one of these and are willing to give it to me, or if you found any of mine I lost 2 of them, and I'm down to my last one. I need more of these because they're so many, and I need all that I can get my hands on. I lost one in Hamilton, Illinois at the Geode Bash. So if you find a clear disc that's unmarked on like hole 16 or so, it's mine. Give it back. And also if you find a like red one at Northwood Black on hole 8 that was dyed, it's mine. I want it. There's so many. Okay, last non-Kastaplast disc, I got 3 Emperors in the bag. First one, Double G, swirly. This one, honestly, probably going to be out of the bag pretty soon just because it's a terrible color and I'm going to lose it. But I'll keep something in this like slight flip up spot. Next up, 2, I got a, what is this? Luster C blend. Sure. And I got I blend. This one's just a bomber. This one's a little less flippy, but they just go far. They do the job. Real comfortable for forehands and backhands. This is probably farthest flying disc in my bag. And something I wasn't bagging. I was bagging destroyers for a lot of last year, but I switched back to Emperors. So that's all the discs. Got grip sex, water bottle. I'm filling it up to the brim with stickers, so if you got any stickers for me, let me know. I'm gonna cover this thing. And I got my caffeine water bottle. Adrian Chevalier, shout out Jonesboro Open, giving everybody custom stamped water bottles every time we go. It's pretty sick. Love you guys. And I believe that is about it. Check out my socials. I got my Kastaplast yarns up there, tour schedules up there. If you want to catch me and not pay delivery fees, I got you. Rest of the socials, Facebook. I love all my Facebook friends. You guys are the most supportive people in the world. Much more than Instagram Reels and TikTok. But I do some goofy stuff on TikTok. If you want to check that out. But biggest thanks to Kastaplast, of course, for sponsoring me, helping me on this 2024 season. Help me, be out there. I wouldn't be out there without them. So, huge thanks. Giving me all these discs. I mean, what could you want more? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And if you want to watch more, you can check out any of these recommended videos floating around my head right now.